Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Shawn, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to add a bow applique onto a towel. So I actually got this idea from HoopMaster, the producer of Mighty Hoops, and I thought it was a really cute idea, so I wanted to give it a try. So I'm gonna go over all the supplies that I have here, and then I'm gonna bring you closer to the machine. We're gonna be doing this on my Brother PE 900 single needle embroidery machine, because I have had a lot of people ask me if I could show them how to make these bows with a single needle machine. So that's what we're gonna do today. So to start off, I went to $1.25 Tree and got a couple towels as well as these pot holders. Now for the pot holders, I already made a couple patches. So I already put the adhesive backing on there, and that is how they're looking. And what I'm going to do is press them onto the pot holders, so that way I'll have a cute little set. All right. And so you can see the difference as well. I'm going to be, I did make it smaller, so I'm going to be using my 4x4 hoop, so you can see the difference. This is the size that I've put on my sweater, and this is the size that I plan on putting on the towel. So you can see the size difference there. Now, if you want to make your bow larger or a little bit in between, you definitely can do it whatever size that you prefer. But I figured out, for me, this will be a good size to go onto the towel. All right. So, so we got our materials, and then I have 2 pieces of fabric already cut out here with my heat and bond on the back. I do have some tearaway stabilizer, or you could use sticky stabilizer. And I have some adhesive spray that I'll be using because I will be floating the towels. So I'm not going to hoop the towels up. I'm just going to hoop the stabilizer up. So I'm going to be using this to get the towel, make sure it sticks to the stabilizer. All right. Now, again, you can use sticky stabilizer and you can eliminate this. And then I do have applique scissors, a regular pair of scissors. And then I'm going to be using my 4x4 hoop because it fits perfect in here. Or if you want to use, you know, your 5x7 hoop, both of these sizes will both fit in there. Well, this one won't fit in the 4x4 hoop, but it'll fit your 5x7. So depending on what size your bow is, that's how you can select your hoop. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring you over here closer to the machine so you can see everything that I'm doing, and then we'll get it stitched out so I can show you the final result. Let's do it. All right, so our placement stitch is done, and that is how it is looking. So now my design is centered perfectly, so I'm good there. Now I just took my towel and folded it in half, and to get my center seam, or where I want it to be, to make sure that it is centered. So, and this is the seam here that I'm going off of, and I just want to make sure I have it lined up perfectly there, and I do. That looks good to me. And just making sure, I want to put it about right there to have those pieces hanging off of the end. So I'm just double checking, making sure my seam is centered with the bow right there. All right, so that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my adhesive, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just spray like the top of it, not so much this bottom part, because once it does the tack down stitch, I'm going to also cut the part of the towel as well as the fabric. So just gonna lift that up, and so then I'm just gonna spray right there, and lay that down. Make sure it's centered. And then I'm just going to press that down. All right. So that is how it's looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and carefully put my towel back onto the machine here so I don't move or anything shifts. So take your time with this step here, because you want to make sure that your towel stays centered and where you want it. But that adhesive spray, or if you're using sticky stabilizer, it shouldn't shift at all. All right, then I'm gonna get this on here. Make sure my towel is good, and then grab my piece of fabric here. And I'm just going to place that here. Make sure I'm covering the bottom of the bow, and that looks good to me. So then I'll go ahead and let it do the tack down stitch now. I'm just going to hold this for a second. And again, the placement stitch and the tack down stitch both only take 1 minute, so this part doesn't take long at all. And then from here, once this finished, then I'll go ahead and get the fabric cut out and then put it on there for that final satin stitch, and she will be done. And then after that, I just have to press the patches onto the pot holders, and then the set will be complete. So I'll be right back once I'm ready to get the fabric cut, and then I'll show you the finished result. All right, so let's go ahead and get her off. And that is how it's looking right now. And so this is the part where you grab your applique scissors and start cutting around your fabric. And so, and you want to get as close as possible to your threads without cutting your threads. And so I'm gonna go ahead and speed past this, or actually I'll be right back once I have this all cut out. So this is how the patch is looking right now. Well, the applique design. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this back onto my machine and let the final stitch, the satin stitch, finish. And then I will meet you back over at the table so we can get her cleaned up and I can show you how she turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. And again, this part will take about 8 minutes, not long at all. And I will see you back at the table in a few minutes. All right, we are all done. And let's go ahead and unhoop her. Get that out the way, and then I'm gonna hit the back of it with my lighter, clean up any loose threads. And this design has very minimal jumps, which I love. Okay, so then this is tearaway, so we're just gonna go ahead and tear this off. Y'all, these towels are turning out so cute. All right, and I have my iron here ready to go. And I'm also going to hit the inside where I cut at the tile at with the lighter. You don't have to do this. This is just a me thing. And this just cleans it up for me. But if you're gonna do this, make sure you be careful. You don't want to set anything on fire. I'm just kind of cleaning up those ends. Getting any loose, not threads, but well, threads and any fabric. Even though I put the heat and bond on there, this fabric tends to fray. So just making sure I'm good there. And then there's a little bit of fabric here, and I'm just going to cut that without cutting my threads, of course. All right, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. So now will be the time to go in and clean up, you know, your design. Do have some fabric. I should have cut it down a little bit more right there, but that is okay. This was just a test to see how it would turn out. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and press my bows onto my pot holders. Let me just get this backing off of here. All right. And let's see if I can kind of get this to crease. If I just kind of fold it and press it, that worked. So want to get that as centered as possible. And then I'm gonna just take my little mini iron here and just rub it over the patch. I may need to use my heat press for this, but we'll see. This should work just fine. Normally I do most of my patches with my heat press or my iron, my household iron. But it looks like this is doing good. Okay, yeah, this actually is doing pretty good. So I'm just going back over and just kind of holding it down, applying some pressure to it. And I do have it on the highest setting. Whenever you're ironing on patches, you never want to use steam, and you want to use like your highest setting. Usually your cotton setting is really good for patches. So, okay, I'm gonna let that one cool down and then get this one ready. And same thing, I'm just gonna take it, fold it, kind of give a little crease to it so I know where to put it. Yeah, making sure I have it lined up with the other one. And this is cute little holiday gifts. If you're doing Secret Santa at work or something like that, it's another good, cute gift idea as well. Or if you just wanted some holiday towels and pot holders, definitely give it a try. And we are almost done. And I did finish the other towel, and then this is the one that we just did. So I'll show you how everything looks. And this one needs a little bit more right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold my towel over. So you can see how those look, and that is how the towels turned out. So those are the towels. Turned out really cute. And then the pot holders, I need to press these a little bit more and let them cool as well. But that is how the pot holders are turning out. So this turned out really cute. Again, a really cute, fun holiday project that you can make for yourself or for someone else. But if you try it, let me know how yours turns out. I do have the iron-on bows available on my website. I will have those linked below. And again, shout out to HoopMaster for making that video and giving me the idea to try this for myself. I love how they turned out. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will check y'all out later. Bye.